Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This one needs a little bit of narration. This is a garden of a friend of mine, and what has taken place is he's had someone else come out to his garden and used a 2-bottom plow, and he plowed this garden up for him, and for whatever reason decided that the sod needed to be removed. And he called me because he couldn't get his hand tiller to break up the soil that was left behind after it had rained. So I'd gone out here a couple days earlier and ran my tiller through, and I told him, I said, he's taken all your topsoil off. And it was a hard packed clay that was holding water and would not let the water drain through the clay layer. So it was just a big mud pit when I tilled it a couple days ago. So I told him I'd have to come out and put the sod with all of the topsoil and the nutrients back onto his garden and then till it up for him. So there's not a lot of tilling in this video. I'm just replacing the sod and topsoil back into his garden, and then I till it after that. But as you can see, it's you'll see the difference. It's really just a hard packed clay that he would never be able to grow anything out of his garden. So I needed to fix that for him and then till it up so that he could use his hand rototiller to work his garden. So hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. At this point, I've got a nice little row of the topsoil and sod that was spread out from the pile. I'm kind of doing a test run on this with my rototiller to make sure that it's not gonna tip the tractor too much, because there are some pretty good chunks of dirt there. So I'm just kind of knocking it down a little bit and leveling it out just a tiny bit. As you can see, my tiller's up quite a bit. It's not even, on the 3-point. I haven't put it down fully. So it's just enough to kind of spread that dirt out as I go across it and make sure that it's not going to be too difficult. as you guys can see, the pile that I'm pulling from is just barely in frame, but it's as tall as my tractor. So the same ordeal that I was telling you about, the rain was being held with the clay, it's also being held in this pile of dirt. So it's really packed it down and made it tough to grab a bucket full of dirt and sod. So you'll have to see me struggle with it a little bit. If I had a tooth bar on there, it probably would have cut into that a lot easier. But being that it's just the blade trying to dig into a pile of sod and topsoil dirt, it does make it difficult. So it would definitely pay if I had a tooth bar on it. That might be coming up, I don't know. I still haven't figured out, if you guys can maybe comment, when I lift my 3-point hitch up, it really squeals. And I've checked the fluids, the hydraulic fluids and everything, and I can't figure out what's causing it to squeal when I raise. So if you have any ideas, let me know. I don't know if you can tell what I'm trying to do here or not. What I'm doing is I'm driving in to this pile, and I'm using the breakout force of the tilt to loosen the pile up and be able to have some looser material to grab with the bucket in front of the pile. So it's kind of like breaking pieces off of the pile and letting it fall down to the bottom there where I'm scooping it up. But it was packed in there pretty good, and with the entire blade of the bucket going into the pile and hitting all at once, it just really was difficult to take some of that pile out. And like I said before, a tooth bar would be able to puncture in different places and be able to tear that pile up better. So that may be a purchase coming up. I just, it just depends on how many other jobs I have that are difficult like this that it would come in handy. So just keep watching. It's looking a little bit better. At least we got some topsoil down. As you can see, it's coming together nicely, and the topsoil's being replaced into the garden. If you've been watching this far, you'll notice that the area that I've been driving the most at, the clay base has been packed down from me driving over it. That's how it was, only with water on it, when I was there a couple days before this. So I had tilled that up, tilled the clay layer up, and got the water to go down into the ground, and that way it wouldn't be a mud pit anymore. So once I finished putting the topsoil down on this garden that was removed by another gentleman, I went ahead and tilled it up and made a good garden bed for him. It turned out really good, but I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to watch a video of tilling after seeing me replace all this topsoil. So this is pretty much where I'm going to end the video. Hopefully you guys liked it. It was quite interesting to try to get into that pile of sod and topsoil with the bucket with no tooth bar. That took some effort on the tractor. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.